It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. They go play action now. Jackson. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. An option handoff given to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Harris running straight ahead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Clock now to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
By Jerry Hughes. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jackson's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw on second down. Block. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Right side, there's Likely with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Locke. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Troy Anderson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down, a run to Gibson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Gibson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke on target to his man, Likely. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, Locke. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke throwing out left and finding Likely. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Lock now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on second down. Lock. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Lock. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Lock going to throw. Complete to Likely. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Block off a play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Under pressure, they got him again. Troy Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. this play to move the sticks. They go play action now. Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Lock now on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, it's Lock. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. No escape for Lock, and he'll go down. Baron Browning able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Lock, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is Smith with a grand. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, LA! Devontae Smith, 62 yards. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14, Chargers 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Play action. It's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog as he's Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Now Locke. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. 20, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they'll get the late score they needed. And now an extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Jackson. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on the punt for Vegas. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
is Locke. Steps away. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
First throw of overtime for Locke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Clock now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Second and 10. Locke finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
Now Locke again. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Chargers, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory.